Hello, my fellow YouTubers. Again, I have to come back to this channel with sad news. Today, one of the best Power Rangers, if not the best one of them all, Jason David Frank, who was most notably known for playing the character Tommy in the franchise. The original Green Ranger, the original White Ranger, Red Ranger, Black Ranger, sadly died today. This video isn't to discuss why he died, but rather look on why he was such a lovely person, why he really was a Power Ranger in real life. When he came back, when he came onto the show in season 1 to play the first Green Ranger, the first Sixth Ranger, which is a trope the show has. He was only meant to be there for 6 episodes at best before leaving, but the character got so popular, he was asked to stay long term, even coming back with various other colors. That alone is incredible. From a 6 episode contract to being one of the show's biggest staples for 30 years. He did leave the show finally in season 5, the Turbo, and would later come back in Dino Thunder as the Black Ranger. But to think about it, the guy was that good. He didn't just come back to the show, but to be the main lead in 3 other ones. That's quite an achievement. Not just that, he was an actual martial artist in real life. Going into proper full-on wrestling. Some of the stunts he did on the show, that wasn't an actor, that was legitimately him. But from what I remembered mostly was that he had a really kind heart. In the guy, he didn't charge fans for pictures or for autographs. He gave them all for free. When he came back into Power Rangers, whether it be for a main role like in Dino Thunder or a guest appearance like the anniversary specials, he did it because he truly loved the fans and he knew it would make their day. That's what I really found myself respecting about this guy. He was a man who genuinely cared about people, who cared about what they felt and how they could feel. And he transitioned those emotions onto his character. Tommy, as a character, really went through an amazing amount of evolution. When he first came onto the screens, he was playing the evil Ranger, but later, after being saved by his friends, he was quite a big, massive part of the show and franchise, changing from changing from anti-hero to full-blown mentor. Tommy as a character just went through levels, you understand, of progression with each suit and power. As the Green Ranger, when he was starting out, it was like looking at a lost pup finding his way to come back to a family. As a White Ranger, it was a passing of a torch from his fellow leader, help guiding the group through the new bad guys. As the Red Seal Ranger, he was an ace, still keeping the team together with a heart. In Turbo, he knew it was time to call it a day a bit and move on to new things, but still giving a nod of respect to the next generation. In Dino Thunder, similar to the past ones, as the Black Ranger, he was the mentor, teaching the new generation of children to take on this job. The first time I saw this character in action was in the episode White Light, when he became the White Ranger for the first time. I loved every minute of it. Seeing him coming down in his new suit, showing off the Tiger Sword with Saba, the Mega Tiger Sword. Oh, it was so cool as a kid. I loved it. And when I saw him come back in Dino Thunder, I did. I I was happy. I mean, yeah, he was a main back, and that's what made Tommy so special. He was an anti-hero. He was a mentor. He was a leader. He was he was a researcher. He was someone who really embodied everything that made a Power Ranger a Power Ranger. Jason David Frank, as an in terms of his voice, he had this real peacefulness to himself that I loved it, almost fatherly voice. You could always trust him, always know things were gonna turn out to be best in the end. And I'm so glad for all his contributions to the franchise. As far as I'm concerned, he was the best Power Ranger. Whatever color he had, he always did it justice. Whatever sword he had, he piloted with grace. Whatever team he was on, you could be sure he would bring a lot of heart and effort into it. So, JDF, Tommy, wherever you are now, just remember you filled a lot of children with colors of happiness. You are really loved, and you really are going to be missed by a lot of good people. Thank you for everything, and I do wish I had a chance to meet you in a convention. May the power be with you, dude.